So we're almost finished working with tables in Excel before we're moving into a different kind of table, pivot tables. The last thing I wanted to show you with tables is an additional feature that we can add in here very easily called the total row. The total row is a really nice feature, as I mentioned, if you happen to be dealing with financial spreadsheets, budgets, maybe you're creating invoices, and I'll show you how to use that and I'll show you some of the advantages here. The first thing I want you to notice though is notice where I'm clicked right now. I'm in cell A8. I'm outside of the table. I'm in the regular spreadsheet. This part of the spreadsheet is not part of the table yet. As soon as I click into the table though, we get this new tab here, the Table Design tab. And this is where we have a lot of our features and options for our table. One of the ones we can see here is that we can add in a total row. I'm going to click that right now, and you see that we get a new row here. It's automatically labeled total. It's included in the table because we can see it has that green outlining to show the formatting. And we have on the end here, we have a grand total. We have the sum of all the sum expenditures across our different years. So this is a really nice feature to add into a spreadsheet if you want to have a grand total and maybe subtotals as well. Something else to notice here is we have a little pull-down menu here. This doesn't have to only be a sum. You can look at the minimum or maximum, you can look at the average. There are a bunch of common features, common functions that you may want to use in a financial spreadsheet, and those are right there in your pull-down menu. The next thing I want to point out here is notice that this function says subtotal. What does that mean? What that means is that if we choose to apply a filter to this data set, maybe we only want to look at the 1940s, that subtotal will only reflect the filtered data, will only reflect the data that we're looking at here, not the entire data for the spreadsheet. So that's very useful too. But we need to be aware of when we're using subtotal versus just summing that entire column. I'm going to go ahead and clear out that filter. Finally, every single column in this new total row has this same pull-down menu. And so we can very quickly and easily calculate any of these values using these common functions that we might want to use in a financial or budgetary data set. So this is something I just wanted to show you and make sure you knew about. Even if you don't work in finance, even if you don't work with budgets, you might want to use this for your own personal or household budget. That's the kind of thing I frequently use it for. Now, as I mentioned, we're finished with tables, and soon we're going to be really unleashing the power of Excel when we're finding out how we can use pivot tables to more effectively summarize very large data sets. So you have that to look forward to.